So a new movie is coming out, and I'm on Variety.com, entertainment news. The new movie is based on a book called The Shack. It's a bestseller, and Lionsgate is producing it. So in there, by the way, there's no real spoilers in this report. The story goes that somebody was on a family vacation, and the daughter was abducted, but they thought it was possibly a murder because of evidence found around an abandoned shack. 4 years later, the father of the daughter gets a note, and apparently it's from God, and he gets invited to go back to the shack, and it changes his life forever. Okay, so that's the premise. I guess that, the beginning of the movie will be like that. They picked a character to portray God. If that's really what's going on in the book. I don't know. I haven't read the book. I'm just going by this report. So what I should do is go to a search, and let's go to Google here, and here it is, The Shack. Of course, Wikipedia comes up, and then looks like there's an official website. Okay, here's the cover to the book. You can buy it used. Is it a Christian book? I don't know. Oh, yes. See, The Shack is a Christian novel, but they're adapting it for, some big Hollywood movie. It came out in like 2007, and 1 million copies sold by 2008. So it has multi-million sales and readership. It's a metaphor for the places you get stuck, you get hurt, you get damaged, the thing where shame or hurt is centered. It's set in the American Northwest, but I want to find out about God. Okay, here. Mac's family leaves to visit relatives, and he goes alone to the shack, unsure of what he will see there. He arrives, finds nothing, but is leaving the shack is supernaturally transformed into a lush, inviting scene. He enters the shack and encounters manifestations of 3 persons of the Trinity. God the Father takes the form of an African-American woman who called herself Eloisa and Papa. Jesus Christ is a Middle East carpenter. The Holy Spirit physically manifests itself as an Asian woman named Sarayu. Conversations with Papa, Jesus, and Sarayu. A conversation with Sophia, personification of God's wisdom. So, okay, now I've got more to talk about. This is definitely very Christian based. Finally, a Guy Meets God novel that has literary integrity, and spiritual daring. Let's go back to the original article. So, according to Lionsgate's movie version, their adaptation, they have cast Octavia Spencer, who is an experienced actress. I don't know what she was in, but she's not new. And this is her. She's going to play God the Father. So, I find this very strange about the book, that it's trying to depict the Trinity, and God the Father is a male, but he wants to depict it as an African American woman. I don't know who's going to play Jesus Christ, who's the Son of the Trinity, and the Holy Spirit. is an Asian woman. Now, it's true that you could, think about the Holy Spirit as being a feminine aspect. And, God is God, is very debatable, if you want to debate such things. But it's very open to discussion. And we should have freedom to worship. But there will be a lot of traditions that call this blasphemy. Number one, because why is God the Father being portrayed as a woman? Number two, why is the Holy Spirit being portrayed as an Asian woman named Sarayu? And I have a lot of questions for this as to whether it's blasphemy. But aside from the superficial thing, or the fleshing out of this, which in itself other people say it's blasphemy just to do that, because first of all, nobody sees God the Father. Nobody. So it shows you the state of mind of the culture that we're in. I don't think it's just about the freedom to worship, as President FDR had once said, in our four freedoms. This was kind of like his version of the most important human rights that we have in America. And he said that, we have the freedom to worship God however we so choose. And he's talking about, and I think that what we're all concerned about is what we do as individuals. And it's very private, it's very personal, and it cannot be, it can't be restricted, it can't be touched. This is a sovereign thing. This is an immaculate thing. Your relationship, your experience, your free will, and this is your own inalienable. It can't be taken away from you. Your own experience. So when it comes to a movie, this is different. This is not worship. This is putting ideas into people's head in a mass-produced way. This movie can expose millions of people. Parents should warn their children, open discussions with them, but make everything with questions, as I'm doing right here. I think that's pretty obvious. I think people are going to do that. I think that it does become part of a larger dialogue that needs to happen. Oh, of course, Oprah is. Yeah, Oprah must be behind this. Forrest Whitaker. Why? I don't even know why it's coming up. Oprah's always pushing books, and it's on her agenda. That's for sure. On her agenda. The shack is, as the reporter giving the review said, it's a metaphor of the places we get stuck and we get hurt. So if you choose to visualize the Trinity, the Holy Trinity, as whatever people you're seeing, such as they are going to depict in this upcoming movie, then that's your choice. And you can keep it to yourself. But movies are very strange and abstract. That's what I'm going to say about this. I don't I don't want or need these ideas to be getting into my head. It's a novel. It's a fiction novel. Now it's going to be a fiction movie made out of it. with strange symbols, abstract, and I don't need this. I don't want it. Make your own choices whether you watch it or whether you allow your children to watch it, or whether it's going to be conducive to any spiritual discussion. Right now, what I do is I ask myself, how can I receive direct divine revelation? Because that's really the experience that I'm at. It's about realness to me. I'm not going to get any divine inspiration. I'm not going to get any verification of anything, truth, through this. This is entertainment. So making God as entertainment, and making their money off it, what are they going to do with the money? Go out and write another book? Go live on a tropical island and live on the publisher's advance to the author? Or Lionsgate, they're going to run around in their Lamborghinis, and what are they doing with that money? I don't give them any money. I am going to talk about it. I think that if people watch this movie, watch my vlog about this, they won't watch the movie. So I'm certainly not lending any more support toward this capitalistic thing that they have going on. This is what I'm talking about here, and you might say, well, why am I attacking? Why am I getting defensive? Because it's a really serious thing. I've already said that if you want to worship just like I do, keep it to yourself, and nobody's going to bother you. That it's protected. But when you come out and like a movie production company, and when you come out like this fiction novel bestseller, this guy who's obviously a millionaire from selling this thing. When you take it to that level, then it is ripe for criticism. It is open and fair game, and that's what I've done here, because I take it very serious whenever somebody or something, in the cultural arena, this comes out, because I'm sorry to tell you that people are very confused about this. And the whole thing about physical visualization of things, that is 9 times out of 10, or the majority of times, it's wrong. It's distorting, it's defeating the point. God is unseen. God the Father, it's unseen. What did it say in the Bible? Moses heard the voice communicating with him, the divine message, coming from a burning bush. Now, if Moses, who brought the 10 Commandments and who created a holy nation and went on the Exodus and everything and defeated the evil, decadent Egyptians, if he can only see a fire in a bush that's not being consumed, he can only see a fire. But you people are going to go to a movie, you're going to pay your tickets, you're going to sit there, you're going to have your book, and you're going to see it as, who is that, Octavia Spencer, and the other one, and Jesus Christ, the Middle Eastern carpenter. You're going to see God as manifested as those people. Alright, take your pick. Thanks for watching.